time. Tea time with Joanne. And it's wonderful. And I've just so lovely having you here with me. And it's it's quite a special time for me. I do love it. It is really, really good. And I have it set up a wee bit differently because normally I'm out on my dining table, but because my computer out there is, my laptop is failing all the time in this live. It seems to be only just this live too, which is interesting. And so my husband said, not my husband, my son said that he might need to look at it and probably rebuild it. He's very clever like that. So I thought, well, I'll have it in my office today. So it's a little bit cramped, but we have tea here. Oh, wonderful, Peter. That's awesome. What sort of soup are you making? Love to hear that you're making soup, because it's I don't know. Well, you're in Queensland, so I'm still in short sleeves, but it's a little got a little wee crisp of a morning this morning, but that's all good because it's absolutely glorious days. I don't mind when it's a bit cooler, and you still get absolutely fabulous days. So I'm just lighting my candle, get that lit, put things somewhere so it's not as much room here as out in the other. Let's stick it there for the moment. See if we can go around out there. That's probably better. There we go. Got my candle lit. I love having all the elements around me. So we've got a fire there. I've got air coming through the window, and I have my crystals. So I've got my sunstone, which is a beautiful crystal for vitality, for personal power. Hi, Jennifer. Lovely to see you. And the water and the tea. Yes, exactly. Yep, normally I have my glass of water, but I've got the water in my tea. And so this is radiance, leadership, and personal power. So she's sitting there with us today. I've got my carnelian, and this is courage and motivation. It's just divine. I love carnelian. It's awesome. And I've got aventurine on my neck as well. Drinking your bucket of coffee. I love that. I love that. And this is my green moonstone. Oh, I've got to go up here because I've got a different camera. Because I had to bring the one in that I use out there so that I can tip it over. The one on my computer doesn't tip. So I don't know where I'm looking. If I look like I'm ignoring you, I'm not. So this camera, yes. This is green. Oops. Don't touch the keyboard. This is green moonstone, and that is heart wisdom and emotional balance and divine feminine flow. So yeah. Yes, it's like we got to remember where everything is. So I've got that there as well. And hi, Robin, lovely to see you too. Ah, thank you. Yeah, they're just little wee mirrory type things. I didn't have anything on to start with, and I put the cameras on, got it all set up, and I thought I need some jewelry on. And just let me know if that music is too loud. I will turn it down otherwise. And yes. All right. While we're waiting for any more that might be popping in to join us for tea time. Ah, my bergamot. I need my bergamot, don't I? I just spotted it. I just spotted it. So my camera is here, and then the comments are over here. So I'm really, I know I do that out in the lounge as well, but it's a little bit more of a movement in my room where my PC is. So, yes, yeah. Oh, that's what I needed. Ah, beautiful uplifting of that citrusy, fruity sunshine in a bottle. Who saw the eclipse? Did we all see it? Did we stay up for it? I, I, I did put an alarm on to see it, and because I thought, no, I really want to see it, and I'm all by myself. My husband's gone away, and so I thought, no, I'm going to put an alarm on, and I'm going to see it. However, no, okay, that's no good. Yeah, yeah, ours was 1 a.m. Ah, Jennifer, oh no, this is the first time I can remember that it hasn't been cloudy for us. And it was just, I don't know if I've got a picture which was really quite cool. Not a lot of red in my picture though, which was rather annoying. But that was the picture I took. And so you can see a little bit of the red. But yeah, so I got to see it. And thank you. Yeah, I took a few, and then in the end I decided no, I needed to go outside. So where my bedroom is, I have a deck. It's upstairs, and we have our own little lounge and little wee kitchenette and a deck and all that sort of thing. It's like a little home away from home up there, because we can see the ocean at a 180 degree up there, and it's just stunning. And so I thought, I was taking some pictures through the glass windows, and they just weren't doing it. And I thought, I've got to go outside. So so I opened the French doors and went out onto the little wee deck. It was a little bit chilly and midnighty. Hi, Tea Lady Nat. Yeah, but I did, and it was just so special. Just seeing that. And as I said, it's normally, I don't think I can remember ever having a clear night to go and actually see an eclipse. So, yay! I did it! I did it! All right, let's start with our first deck. Oh, I better put my lid on my bergamot. I'm always saying about putting lids on things. I got carried away with the eclipse, didn't I? Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes we just need a nice little calming, relaxing tea, don't we? Absolutely. So I've got the cards flying around already. I've got the herbal sensory deck to start with today. And let's put the book there, and I need another little table beside me just to put things on. And let's see what this first wee beautiful herbal deck, what herb wants to jump out and say hello to us. Oh, there we go. Just like that. Just like that. Put those back there before they do it. And it is community. Oops, this one. How wonderful. Because we are a community, aren't we? We are an amazing community. And it's a very special community, isn't it, in Saitama? It just has so much to offer, and so many different things to offer for everybody. You know, it's just amazing. It's fabulous. And on this is the crab apple, and crab apples are very cool. They're they're like a medicine, you know. Ah, yes, perfect. Yes, Peta. Yeah, absolutely. Because they are like a medicine. They're fabulous. The blossoms, they open up into clusters. They're soft pink, sort of stars almost that gather together on the tree. And each one is very distinct too. Yet they're still part of the whole, which is fabulous for community, isn't it? The crabapple tells us that a community is not about perfection. We all come as we are, and I think that's the beauty. In some ways, that's the beauty of it, that as a participant, you can come as you are, because apart from commenting, you're not being seen, and sometimes that is what you need. You just want to come as you are, and that's lovely. And the crabapple also is all about sort of fitting in flawlessly. It just does. So it teaches us about being real, but still welcomed in the community. And energetically, crabapples, they cleanse out any of that self-criticism, and that feeling that we get of, I'm not enough, I need to be more, I'm not enough. And I've got a bangle on that says I am enough. So just to remind me, just to let me know that that I am exactly the way I am enough. Yeah, see, we don't need to polish ourselves, especially in this circle, in this Insight Timer. We don't have to be perfect. Excuse me, we don't have to polish ourselves up, to be part of it. We can just be, which is fabulous. An essential oil that would go with crabapple would be lavender, I reckon. Lavender would be fabulous, because lavender is a community essential oil. It shares. It's like sharing spaces. Yeah, exactly, Peter. Yeah. And lavender calms our nerves, our nervous energy, and that can help before gatherings like this, so that we can come as we are. It softens our edges, so that we're not quite as rough a diamond. And in the community, lavender reminds us that we're at peace, and this community gives out beautiful peace. But also peace begins within us as well, and then it ripples outwards. So yeah, it's a beautiful card. Now, isn't that amazing? I put on my green aventurine, and I reckon green aventurine actually goes well with the crabapple, which is awesome that we picked this card. It's really quite cool, because crabapple is community, and green aventurine is all about heart. It's heart-centered unity, so it's community as well. And so we can open up with the green aventurine without being afraid that we're going to get knocked down. We can, with green aventurine, it helps us with any old wounds and things. Yes, absolutely. It is, isn't it? I haven't even, St. Paddy's Day hadn't even crossed my mind. I love green. Green is my colour. So I usually love St. Paddy's Day because I love wearing green everywhere. So yeah, I think altogether that we can notice where we feel too much or not enough during our day. We and we can just breathe in that beautiful pink of the crabapple, that beautiful soft, just imagine that beautiful soft pink of the crabapple, just breathing it into your soul, into your space, into your heart space, and you can imagine standing under the flowering tree while you're doing it, and just being surrounded by all its petals as they're dropping down. And when they do drop, when the petals do drop and the blossoms drop down, they're not competing. So each one of them just simply blooms. And that's what we can do in community too. We don't have to compete with the community. We can just simply bloom. And community isn't about sameness, and being, a clone of everyone else. It's about our shared roots, and our a shared whatevers. So you're allowed to belong exactly as you are. Hi Nicola, I'm just doing it's tea time today, and so in tea time I just do the one group reading at the beginning and then the one group card at the end, as well as we get the message from the leaves as too, so we get a triple whammer. Fabulous. All right, shall we see what the book says too? So that's my take on that card. So the book is it's associated with the moon. I didn't pick up on that. Crabapple is associated with the moon. Fabulous. And the apple tree symbolizes connection, a gathering, and is a call to action to foster an environment of inclusivity and acceptance. And this familiar fruit tree celebrates the spirit of community, where people can come together to sow the seeds of connectivity, celebrate abundance, and reap the bountiful harvest of their collective friendship. And orchards have long been a place to gather with friends. So this is where the community comes from. So consider the old ritual of wassailing, which has become popular again in recent years. I must look that up. And which involves people gathering to give thanks for the harvest, all the fruits, apple cakes, vinegar and cider provided. And communal rituals like this not only honor the earth's bounty and cycles, but it also reinforces the bonds of connection between groups, and nurture your friendships and encourage the discovery of new friendships too, as you share and learn different viewpoints and ways of living. You can see on the card that, here, we'll put it up here so you can actually see it, that when cut across the middle, the crabapple displays a 5-pronged star. Ah, yes, we can see that, yep. And this symbolism speaks of the sacred nature of the crabapple. Each seed holds the potential for a genetically different tree. Very cool. Very cool. Highlighting the diversity of a wild crab grove. From just one apple, 5 different offspring could grow, increasing the variety of species and thus protecting the grove from diseases. How wonderful is that? And when the crabapple card appears in a reading, it invites you to ponder the vast array of perspectives, experiences, and possibilities available to you in life. Yeah, perfect. I love that. That is so cool. Yes, Nicola. Yeah, so you've let go now? Yes, it's fabulous, isn't it? I do. I have to look up wassailing. Was sailing. wonder if I can do that. WA. Let's see if I can do that. It's an ancient Yuletide tradition that's often held around 12th night, mid-January, designed to ensure a fruitful harvest. Interesting. Yeah, so it's all about, it's a tradition of song, cider, and folklore, blessing homes, orchards, and livestock. Fabulous. Isn't that cool? I love that. All right, shall we get into the tea? I think I've done everything I normally do. It's funny, when you're in a different space from where you normally do something, you have to think about it, yeah. Yes, probably is, Robin. Probably is, actually. Yes, exactly, Peter. I would say the same because we're in winter then. Yes, and that's when we get all our apples in that time. So yes, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah. All right. So I've got my tea here. I've got in my cup. I have, but hard to see at the moment. I have a combination of oolong and black tea. And so I have more oolong than black in it because I don't like the black tea. I find stronger, and so I have more oolong than black in it. The best teas are oolongs, black teas, white teas, and green teas for a reading if you want to read your own leaves in a teacup. And I have my water here. You can do it with a teapot if you want, but I find for us to get a good amount of leaves to read together, it's better for me to have the leaves in the cup and then pour the water on. But it's fabulous to do with your friends, absolutely fabulous, and have a wonderful tea reading afternoon together. Make it an afternoon high tea or something like that, and it would be amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, I will turn, let's see if we can get rid of some of this, move this, and I want to shift this so that I can turn this down and you can see the cup. All right, so if we get about there-ish, then I can move the cup. Tighten up, please. Come on, you can do it. Tighten up. There we go. Now, move the cup down here. I'll move my keyboard out of the way. So we can see the leaves well and truly there. Fabulous. All right, let's pour the water into the cup. See the beautiful steam coming off it. I just love those spirals of steam that come up. And we have a few bubbles at the top, which means that angels are close by. Which is lovely, and we have floaters at the top as well. Let's lose my pen because then my finger's not in the way. So there's a lot of floaters sitting at the top, which mean that we will be getting visitors, and that can be physical and spiritual as well. So we've got a few there, not nearly as much as last time, eh? But hey, did we get lots of visitors? Who got lots of visitors last week? Or between last week and this week? I'm always interested to find out. So yes, there's some lovely visiting going on. I'm not sure about Major League baseball, because we don't do it much here. Although my grandson used to play baseball when he was here, when he lived here. But yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like a big face with a funny curly thing. It'll be interesting to see if it's still there when we've done our tea. Because now, maybe not, because now I've got to stir it once clockwise. So now he's gone. He might come back. He might come back. All right, that needs to brew for about 5 to 8 minutes, possibly. So while that happens, we're going to close our eyes and let it do its thing, and we'll just step into a beautiful little realm while that's happening. And it's, if you want to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breath in, and a longer breath out. And then breathe in again, and just notice that little natural pause at the top before you breathe out. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathe in. Notice that pause and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Today we're going to step onto a realm of drifting islands, floating bridges, and ancient currents that glow like soft auroras. So nothing here is solid, but yet everything is still supportive. And you walk on air that just feels like woven mist, lifting you with every step you take. And today the air itself feels different. It's alive, it's aware, it's almost shimmering around you. A soft breeze curls around your shoulders like the arm of an old friend, guiding you upward. And you open your eyes to find yourself standing upon a platform of pale, glowing mist. And below you the world drifts in slow swirls of light, and above you ribbons of shimmering air twist like celestial rivers. A figure steps forward, not quite human, not quite wind, just a being made of breeze and memory. Their eyes glow like dawn. And although they say nothing, you still feel every word. And that's telling you today to rise without effort. And this is a place where nothing heavy can cling to you. Worries slip away like feathers in a tide. Old thoughts unravel into quiet spirals of light. You begin to walk, each step lifting you higher as the realm whispers through you. You are lighter. You are freer. You are rising into a version of yourself you haven't met yet, but long to know. And then the wind being, he begins to walk beside you, matching your breath, murmuring to you, let yourself be carried. Not everything requires weight. And if you have tea, hold your tea and imagine stepping into a luminous sky bridge. A ribbon of mist stretching between two floating air islands. And the bridge responds to your steps, glowing gently beneath your feet like warm moonlit clouds. Your tea becomes your anchor, your warmth, your small sun. Bring your cup to your heart. The steam rises and fuses with the air, turning into soft spirals that drift down the bridge, clearing your path. And with your first sip, a delicate warmth spreads through your chest. The bridge brightens, humming with your breath. With your second sip, small wind spirits flutter around you. Tiny glowing beings, curious and joyful. They carry away a little heaviness from your shoulders. The third sip, you feel your inner landscapes soften, your thoughts ease, your breath grows deeper, smoother. With your fourth sip, the wind spirits braid a thin ribbon of shimmering air around your wrist, a blessing of beautiful ease. And the tea warms your palms, grounding you gently. And with your fifth, the sky around you opens and expands. You sense possibility, fresh, gentle, and wide. And as you take this last sip, if you're drinking along with me, remember to leave about half a teaspoon of liquid in the bottom and just feel that last warmth entering you. The bridge dissolves into light and you drift softly into the far island. And the realm acknowledges your presence with a warm, rising breeze. Your whole being feels lighter, renewed, and quietly empowered. Take another couple of deep breaths in. A longer exhale out. And one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And welcome back. So now you can see I have a little bit of liquid still in the bottom. And what we do is I use a bit of paper towel in my saucer because, especially in here where I've got lots more equipment, I'll spill it. So we turn it over there, we flip it over, and then we just rest it there for a minute. And I forgot to swirl it around, didn't I? Normally, before we do that, we have to swirl it around 3 times. But that's all right. I'm sure the leaves will still have something to tell us. And is anyone else joining me with a cup of tea? All right, let's turn it over. Not yet. Let's get rid of that wet. Oh, there we go. The camera has focused again. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Jennifer. Fabulous. All right, and there we have our leaves. Can we see it? Let's turn it around that way to start with. I think might be the better way to start. And let us see what we can find in our leaves today. And what beautiful message they're going to give us today. So we've got a large tree and a trunk. And the trunk looks like the Eiffel Tower. Ooh. Oh yes, yeah, I can sort of see that, I think. Yeah. Right, large tree, trunk. So we're going to travel. Looks like Eiffel Tower. And a tree. When I had it first the other way. Ah, okay, okay. All right. Perfect. So we had a tree with knight and shield. With so we're going to travel and be protected, maybe. I think. Arrow pointing to right. Good. We need to always know which way it's going. Fabulous. A man riding a lion. Perfect. Hi, Fabiana. I see that was you, the man riding the lion. Fabulous, fabulous. The arrow pointing to the right. Yes, the arrow pointing to the right. Man riding a lion. I feel, to me, this one up there is like a crow's nest on a ship. Ah, interesting. So they're going to see where they're traveling to. To lift her head up to sea. Oh, Robin. Oh, cornucopia. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Ooh, cornucopia. It was, what was choppy sounding? Tiny butterfly. Oh, yes, yeah, tiny butterfly. Yes, abundance and harvest, absolutely. Oh dear, Robin. I hope it's not me. I keep moving away from my microphone, so it could be me too. Shall we turn it around a bit? Are we ready to turn it around a bit? Let's turn it around a wee bit. See if you can see anything out like that. Yes, yeah. I wondered if anyone would see that. Very cool. I like that. I like that. Someone doing karate. Maybe we're going to on our trip to China, possibly. I can see a hand holding a giant spoon. Can we see that? Oops, sorry about that. Down here. There's the spoon and the giant and the hand. Ooh, cool. I like that. Ah, okay. Which one do you want? Do we think it's more like a clarinet? Yeah. A being with fire coming out. Woman looking into the mirror. Goodness me, we got lots today. That's what I love about seeing the collective, having the collective see the things in the leaves. See, I would only find 4 or 5 things max, but to have everyone else looking, it is so cool. Hi, Matt. Thank you so much for joining us. Matt, I'm sure you all know who Matt is. He is an amazing, brings me to tears with his music all the time. Sitting looking in the mirror. Fabulous. Sitting looking in the mirror, and what did Matt see? See a face with black hair looking to the spoon. Ah, brilliant. Wonderful. Can we see anything else on the edge? So we have the clarinet there. Let's go this way for the edges. Yes, I like V's or letters. Haven't had a letter V for a while, have we? Oh, Jennifer, I love that. I love the imagination you guys have. That's awesome. Oops. All right. Do you think we've seen enough? I think we've got a whole lot of... I'm not sure where this is going now. I thought we were going on a trip to start with, but I'm not sure now. Let's see. Oops. Come back and say hello to me. There we go. Oh, I think that's about right. Oh, it's a lot further away from me than it was out there in the other room. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to pour some water back into the tea and have some more tea. Tonight's one is that 30-minute one, isn't it? The Peace 30-minute one. Yeah, the short, wonderful. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. All right, I will move my hot water. And let's get my book. Ay, ay, ay. Too many things to move and shift, and so I can get my book where I can see what the things were. Shift the keyboard again. And ay, ay, ay. Hopefully my son gets my computer fixed soon, my laptop, so I can have a bit more space out in the other room. All right, I'll shift my tea over here so I don't spill that onto the paper. And all right, what did we have? We had so many fabulous things, didn't we? We had the, I love the first one. That was the large... Well, I love them all. I think they're all so amazing. We had the large tree trunk that was resembling the Eiffel Tower. And that one is about travel. I'd like to travel there. Yes, definitely. I don't know about you guys. But it's also about structure and visibility because it's so nice and high. Oh, what sort? You didn't ask. I don't think you answered what sort it was, Petter. And trees, they are, especially when it's resembling the iconic tower of the Eiffel Tower. It can speak of and tell you something that is grounded and rooted and is destined to be seen, because isn't the Eiffel Tower, you're meant to say goodbye to, no, you're not meant to seem, oh goodness, where's my mind going? We're not meant to see that, to stay small and hidden, because it's a big tower. So, and like a fabulous ground mark that is, your growth has layers. And I love that we often come back to those layers. It has layers. Yes, definitely, absolutely. It would have a romantic side to it too, most definitely. But it's also, because it was a tree that resembled the Eiffel Tower, then you've got those rings of time. You've got those seasons that tree has endured, that we go through seasons and different times in our lives. So I think that the message from this, and I'm probably looking at more as the tree than the Eiffel Tower, but yes, you can look at it from that romantic part of the Eiffel Tower as well. But just stand tall on your journey. Let yourself be seen, and don't apologize for that. Just let yourself be seen, and what you have built internally is strong enough to hold you visibly. So, yeah, old memories too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Old memories. And then we had the tree with the knight and the shield. And that's protection. Absolutely. You always see protection there. Oh, and I didn't tell you that now I've put tea in it. When the leaves are at the top of the rim, I mean, a lot of you know this because you come to my lives. The message that we get from those leaves are, you'll see that come to fruition in about almost immediately, at least a week. Then in the middle, it's up to 2 weeks, and all the ones that we saw at the bottom, because most of them were at the bottom, and you'll see that message come to pass in a month. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you have noticed any of those. I write all these down so that I can see how they work into my life. So it's always wonderful to look back and go, yes, indeed. All right, so protection, definitely protection here with the knight. It's very gentle because he's, I feel like he's sitting against the tree with his shield and his sword. No, he just had a shield, didn't he? Yeah, he just had a shield. And the knight under the tree is because he's comfortable sitting there. It is courage, absolutely grounded courage. So don't feel like you need to fight every single battle. Pick your battles. Not every battle needs to be fought. Sometimes you need to just rest against the tree. Some protection comes quite simply just from standing grounded and rooted in truth. But with this symbol, I think we have to realize that our boundaries are sacred. Hi, John. Lovely to see you. So guard your peace. And not with force, but just guard it. Guard it with your inner wisdom, with insight. So that's what I think the knight with the tree is saying. And then we have arrows. I love arrows, and it's always good to notice. Thank you, John. Good to notice which way they're going. And so with the arrow going right is what they call forward motion. And so that means like the future is calling. There's a decision forming. And that decision will lead you ahead. Not backwards. So arrows that are going left are usually backwards. So trust the momentum. This time at the moment is not time for retreat. And like the knight, he's just resting. He's not retreating from battle. So yeah, just keep going ahead, flowing ahead. Who wants to ride a lion? I loved that when I can't remember who it was that said that there was a man riding a lion. Oh, I love lions, and because I'm a Leo, so I have that roar inside me, and I'd love to ride a lion. And you would too, Peter. Fabulous. Lions are absolute masters of inner fire. And I feel like yes, absolutely, Jennifer. Yeah, I can never say that word, so I'm not going to say it out loud, but I do know what you mean. The lion is all about instinct, power. They roar loudly. When you're a rider on it, the rider then represents conscious direction. And so when you've seen this one in there, you're learning to guide your strength. instead of being ruled by it. Sometimes we can be ruled by it, especially Leos. We do that. But leadership energy is rising too when you see this symbol. It's wonderful. Yes, yes, Fabiana. I love that too. Now we had this was an interesting one. Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. This one was an interesting one. The woman that was being held up to look like, and it was to look like she was seeing something. And I was thinking about it when I was writing that one down. I think that is awakening. It could be something or someone that is encouraging you to look up, to see differently, to look at something differently. And maybe that will feel uncomfortable at first, because, you know, we don't often like to be forced to face truths. But this one with the lifting up of the hair, this is elevation. There's no harm in it. And so you've been asked to witness your own beautiful worth that you have in your body. And then the cornucopia. How can you not love cornucopias? Because that's abundance. And that's abundance that flows through, well, it flows when you're aligned with gratitude. I've been doing a lot with gratitude lately, and I've noticed this, and it's interesting that it's come through in the cornucopia. The symbol, it promises beautiful provision, emotional, spiritual, and material, or all material. There's more available than you think. We often think that there is limited abundance in the world. There is not. There is so much more to it that is being offered to you and is available to you. So reach out, lift up, look, and see. And butterflies. I'm not sure who said the butterflies, but beautiful, tiny, tiny butterflies. I love butterflies because they are all about transformation. And seeing a tiny butterfly is all about realizing that the tiniest shift in thought, I thought it might have been you, yeah, in thought, can alter your entire path. So you don't have to have major revelations. It's those small things which are just absolutely beautiful, and can shift mountains. So do not underestimate those beautiful small things that lead into amazing growth. They are just fabulous. The butterfly effect, yes. And then we had the fairy that was lifting the woman's head. So that woman was getting the divine assistance as well. And so you don't have to lift yourself alone. You've got all your spirit guides, your fairies, your unseen beings, your ancestors, your spirit guides, all that. So you're not being lifted, you're not lifting yourself alone. And there's all that unseen support that's guiding your awakening with beautiful tenderness, absolutely beautiful tenderness. And then we had the person doing karate on a hill. I'd love to go and do Tai Chi on a hill, but at the moment I can only do Tai Chi in my chair. So one day I'm going to do Tai Chi on a hill. But that's discipline, that is meeting, sorry, I'll get rid of that leaf over there. That's meeting elevation. So it's strength that is, it's strength that if you practice it consistently creates amazing confidence. And it's all about self-mastery through daily rituals. Yeah, and I love rituals. If you know me, I love rituals. I have got coming today, I wonder if it's been delivered yet, a beautiful copper bowl so I can do some of my rituals where you float your hand in water and stuff like that. So just on a side note, I'll have to go and see if it's there yet. Uh, oh, and I've got some new crystals coming too. But anyway, back to this. Back to this. Then we had the hand holding the giant spoon, which is what I saw, and that is about abundance too. It's nourishment, and not necessarily food. It's just nourishment. Oh, lovely, lovely. You have to tell me what your you'll have to what you will what ones you were getting from there. Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Yep, reading tea. I'm drinking tea while I'm doing the leaves now. So yes, nourishment, and it's more about what you're feeding yourself, and not food, but yes, food, but all the other things that you feed into your spirit, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, you hold that utensil, so you decide what enters into your life. So I shouldn't be doing finger pointing, should I? Sorry about that. Oh, lovely. I've had the green yuzu from there, and I've had the maple salted caramel. They're both beautiful, but I haven't had the lychee. Ooh, I have to try that one. Have to try that one. Then we have the woman looking into the mirror. It is it. I like that. Have you had it before? Does it taste good? Um, that's self-recognition. It's about seeing yourself clearly. So there's a lot of this is about looking at ourselves, isn't it? Seeing ourselves clearly, without distortion, and without old narratives. Just sit there, and it's a really good practice actually to stand in front of a mirror and look at your eyes. Just look into your eyes, and if you can do it for a minute, cool. If you can do it for longer, even better, because it's very eye-opening to what comes to you when you just stand looking in a mirror at your eyes and looking into your soul, basically. Yes. And then we had the face with the black hair looking at the spoon. And so that is also the awareness part of what you're consuming, what you are putting into your soul and into your body. It's conscious choice. It can be curiosity about your habits as well, and your beliefs too. So I like that those two married up quite well to add that awareness to that that self-recognition. So yeah. The letter V could be lots and lots of things. Often names starting with the letter V, symbols, words, anything. Can be victory, could be vulnerability, it could be voice, since we've got a lot of ourselves in there. It could be voice. So maybe it's a turning point. Maybe this letter feels like a pivot moment, possibly, where decisions will shift direction. So yeah. Yes, victory with the protective knight. Absolutely. I like that. I'm going to get, because I've got some of the bags still left, and I'm going to actually blend them together and see what they taste like together. just for something different. Of the ouzo and the salted caramel, the orange and the caramel. I thought they might go quite well together. So I might do more of the orange part and less of the caramel and see what that tastes like. Just because I can, eh? Just because I can. Today we had the turkey that was looking at the clouds, up at the clouds. Humility, perspective, turkey. Don't take yourself too seriously. Even in growth, laughter keeps you grounded. And who cannot laugh at a turkey looking at the clouds? Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. I think that was all we had. All right, let's see if I can get a message from all of them together, not just the single ones, because one symbol might just resonate with you amazingly. 3 or 4 might resonate with you amazingly. But let's just look at them as a whole as well. So if you want, you can close your eyes. If not, just listen to what I feel like the whole lot of them are saying. There is a whole lot there. But I think the leaves are telling a beautiful story today of visibility. And visibility that's rising up from amazing rooted strength. And maybe we've been called to stand tall in our own structure, not as someone that is striving to be impressive, but someone who's just built depth through seasons and seasons and seasons, or maybe just one, of growth, you know? Yes, absolutely, that's the visibility. Yes, the V. And a lot of it was saying that we have protection around us. I mean, the community card too. Community provides us protection as well. But those deeper lessons, they're not about fighting. They're about choosing to move forward, to have that forward motion. And a decision is ripening. I really feel like someone or many of you have a decision that is ripening. And so that arrow is just showing you that it's not pointing backward and it's pointing to expansion. So just think about that as well. I also feel like a lot of it was saying that we're learning to ride in our own power rather than suppressing it, than to to rise up. That fire that we have in our belly, that's within you, it's not here to scorch the earth. It is here to illuminate. And do that. Go and look at your reflection for your eyes, because as you look at your own reflection, you often start to see and begin to see the truth of who you are becoming, that most beautiful, blessed soul. And they also were saying that, there is nourishment available, and it's nourishment through community, through opening up and being visible. There's abundance forming, but you have to consciously choose what you feed your spirit. And even the smallest, tiniest, itsy bitsiest transformation shifts your entire energetic landscape. And there's unseen guidance that's just tipping your chin, just lifting your chin to look up, to tell you that you're not alone in this awakening, that you have community again, you're visible, you can be seen. and you have discipline, and you have ritual, and you have daily devotion, and they're all strengthening you. And like the martial arts practiced on a hill at sunrise, that is just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see and to realize. And I think finally it's remember to laugh, to find joy, to find magic. Growth does not require heaviness. So keep your sense of wonder, keep your humility. Look up at those clouds sometimes. I was sitting in my art room yesterday and I saw out my window these most amazing clouds out there. They were just like whispers of white cloud. It was just stunning. I took a picture. It's beautiful. So look up sometimes at that beauty and wonder. And I think this reading and these leaves, it's a reading of empowerment, perspective, and definitely forward motion. And so I think, today that we can say that we are standing grounded, we're standing rooted, we rise up visible, we choose to move forward, we are nourished as well by truth and guided by light. So yeah, I think that's what the whole message is for those leaves. And as I said, the whole message might really touch you, or just one or two of the symbols as well. All this tea, I might have to do a wee soon. All right, my lovelies, how are we feeling? How did that resonate with us? Did it feel wonderful? Hopeful, yeah, that's a good word. I like that, hopeful. Fabulous. Yeah. But believe too. Believe that, yeah, I mean, before I came on, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I am in so much pain today. But I've got to have hope. I've got to be hopeful. I've got to have faith. I've got to believe. I've got to realize that I'm protected, that there's transformation going on. And that's beautiful, isn't it? That is absolutely beautiful. Wonderful. Wonderful. This has worked beautifully in here, actually, in my different room, although it's a little bit chillier in this room, a little bit chillier. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, now I'm going to yawn. Oh, that's energy shifting. When you're yawning, that's just energy shifting. And isn't that beautiful? I love that. Fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah. I love autumn and spring are my two favorite seasons, because spring has that beautiful hopefulness coming from the earth, and it still has that cooler side to it than summer. And then autumn, and you get those really crisp, clear mornings. And we've had two now. Yesterday and today is the first time we've had those really crisp mornings. But the days are just stunning. Quiet, still, hardly a breath of wind, and absolutely stunning. So I just love autumn and spring. Summer is the heat. You can only take so many clothes off. And winter, sometimes it's just hard to get warm, isn't it? It really is. Wonderful. All right, shall we look at our magical herb? Oh dear, not good. I heard that there was a cyclone or a hurricane or something coming your way, Peter. My husband's in Melbourne at the moment, and then he goes up to Ballarat, which is just out of Melbourne, for a chess tournament, and then he's heading over to the Gold Coast to see our daughter and grandkids. And I told him that I think it was Carly yesterday was saying there was a cyclone or a hurricane or something on the way, and there's supposed to be lots of flooding or something. So he said, hope that has gone by Tuesday. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Where do you have to go to? Is it close? Is it just a short flight? So it's 5 hours drive. Okay, so that's just hopefully you'll get up and have a nice and you won't be going too high because it'll be a little plane, I would think. If it's a 5 hours drive, it's not going to be a very long flight. A 1 hour flight, yeah. Fabulous. I will be thinking of you, Peter, my darling. I will. Oh, there we go. You will be in my thoughts. All right. We have harmony. There we go. Oh, harmony. So this is our magical herb oracle deck that we always finish with on our tea time together. And harmony has, harmony has come out. And it's the hawthorn, isn't it? Yeah, hawthorn. And hawthorn is the guardian of the heart. Hawthorn grows with blossoms like we had with the crabapple. Hi, Grace. Lovely to see you. Another beautiful teacher as well. Her blossoms are like lace almost, but have thorns as well. So there's softness, and then there's truth going on as well. Oh, look at all those hearts. I love it. I love it. So yeah, hawthorn teaches us about that harmony because it's got the thorns and then the beautiful blossoms. But harmony is not the absence of boundaries either, but it's the balance between openness and protection. And we've been talking about protection. Hi, Kim. Lovely to see you. Saying hello to Grace. Hawthorn stands at thresholds where worlds meet and energies learn to coexist. Energetically, hawthorn, harmony in the house. Yeah, I love that. Energetically, hawthorn strengthens emotional resilience. And restores equilibrium after discord, after arguments or whatever. And hawthorn likes to whisper to you about being kind and still, but strong as well. And hawthorn works deeply within the heart field. Hawthorn smooths those ragged emotions, eases resentment, brings calm where there's been inner conflict going on. Harmony begins inside when your thoughts, your feelings and your actions are speaking the same language, when they're all working beautifully together. And I feel like crystal quartz would be the crystal to go with hawthorn, because it's a heart softener as well. And hawthorn is fortifying the heart. So you've got the two working together. They create together balanced, beautiful love, tender yet wise. Music feels like it's very loud. Here we go, turn it down a bit. Yeah, I think the pairing is about forgiveness, without self-abandonment as well. I have a feeling we might have, Peta, possibly, out of a whole deck of cards, a whole lot of them often come up lots, which is fascinating, and I love it. And I think frankincense would be a fabulous oil to pair with hawthorn. I think that would be wonderful because frankincense elevates the energy. You've got clear quartz amplifying as well as being in the heart. Yeah, frankincense. And frankincense brings that spiritual perspective to emotional situations as well. And so it reminds us that harmony sometimes requires stepping back and breathing before responding. Don't be reactive. So if you place your hand over your heart today, just imagine this white hawthorn, the blossoms unfurling there in your heart, delicate, beautiful, luminous. And then imagine the thorns, and they're surrounding that blossom, and that's not to harm it, it's to protect its sacredness. And so you can feel both sides, that softening and that strength coexisting. And harmony is not about pleasing everyone. It's about aligning with your own steadiness, your own steady center. Hey, Larry. So yeah, I think, may your heart be open. May your boundaries be clear, and may your energy be balanced. And I feel that ties in so beautifully with the leaves as well, just like the community one did. I just love how that happens. Yeah. Amen. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Beautiful. Shall we see what the book says as well? So harmony is 25. Harmony. There we go. So what the book says, it is stability and balance are indicated, a return to center and a finding of more harmonious relationships. That goes with our community card and a lot of the symbols too. You may find success is at hand. I should have put my glasses on. You may find success is at hand for a challenging undertaking or a goal that needs to be achieved. And those undertaking study or academic work will achieve qualifications or find recognition. The chance for a change of attitudes and decisions in your favor is forthcoming, so don't be quick to move on or just quite yet. Good news and good fortune are headed your way. And if you have been in conflict, look forward to a much more peaceful time. So this is a large shrub. It doesn't really show it much on there because it's just showing the blossoms in that. It is native to Great Britain, to Western and Central Europe, Spain, the Czech Republic, Hungary and North Africa. And it grows to about 8 meters or 26 feet in height and has broad dark green lobed leaves with hermaphrodite flowers that are white or pale pink. So yeah, I think you can see that in there. See that there? Love that. The fruit is dark and dark red that contains 2 or 3 nutlets in it. So it is the element of fire. It is the planet is Mars. So we had the crabapple, which was the moon. Interesting today. So hawthorn is said to bring prosperity and good luck to those who grow it in their gardens. Do you have it, Petter? You have just about every tree or herb that I mention sometimes. But it is bad luck to bring it inside the home. Interesting. It can only help you see, it can help you see the fairies, and the flowers will assist in promoting fertility. And you can place the leaves under your bed to ensure the chastity of a lover. There we go. You can create a harmonious atmosphere to a situation or between people by doing this little wee spell together. You can serve the drink that is going to be made here and share it and bring balance and harmony. So you would need, I put these in my group. So we need 8 lemons, 4 cups of water, a jug, some a teaspoon of sugar or stevia or whatever you like to use, and 4 hawthorn flowers that are fresh or dried. And juice 7 of the lemons and add to the jug. Add the water to the jug and stir in the sugar or the stevia. And then slice the remaining lemon and add the slices to the jug. And then you can say, bitter and sweet, together they meet. Sprinkle the hawthorn flowers into the jug and say, harmony blend, the spell has begun, and serve in glasses over ice. Fabulous. I don't think we have had that one before, Petter. Yeah, don't think so. But I will put that little wee spell into my group. So if you go to my About page on, yeah, I don't remember that about the lemons. So interesting. So if you go to the bottom of my page, you'll see 2 groups. I've got All Things Tea, and that's where I put this wee spell each week. And then I've got the Petal Whisper Wing one, which does the crystals and the essential oils and things like that. So thank you so much for being here. If you are new to me, here's my card that you can follow. If you feel like you have maybe a pest, interesting, yeah. Fabulous, wonderful, interesting. I love all these little interesting quirky things that come up when we're talking about different things. And yes, so there are many ways you can support me. You can follow me here. You can rate my tracks, listen to my tracks and rate them. You can, I've got a course. This is my course, and I'm just about to record another one. So this is my only course at the moment. And you can go to my About page, go to my link tree, and you'll find all sorts of different blends of essential oils and all sorts of things there. You'll be able to sign up to my newsletter there, which comes out once a week with all sorts of fabulous things in it. Yes. So do we have any questions? And you can donate if you feel so pulled and called to donate. Hi Andrea. Yeah, we're just about finished. just about to say goodbye. I love that. I love that. So yeah, any questions about leaves or about having your own little wee tea leaf reading party or anything like that? Yeah. I love that, Peter. I love that. Yes, I feel the same. I feel, that I started off with feeling like I was in so much pain today and so alone because my husband's away. And I've got so much joy and feel so much more assured that I've got strength, I'm protected, I've got community, and this community has supported and given me that energy and that strength to get through today. And tomorrow is another day. Wonderful. All right, my next tomorrow. Tomorrow we can see each other together again for our crystals and essential oils. And tomorrow we're looking at the golden healer crystal and petitgrain as the herb. Tomorrow is 3 p.m. New Zealand time, so this card should be showing your time on when it is. So, but yeah, and you are here in New Zealand, aren't you, Andrea? I'm sure you are. Yeah. Yes. It'd be lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. That one goes on for a long time. That one's booked for 2 hours because there's so much information. And then we finish with a beautiful meditation at the end. So even if you miss some of it, it's longer than today, although not by much. Yeah. Yes, that's right. I knew you were. I knew you were. You have to watch your grandson. Okay. Very cool. You got to do that. They're very special. They're very special. All right, my darlings. So lovely to see you all. Bless you all. Um, Interesting. There we go. You need to get yourself a hawthorn tree then, Peter. Add that to your cornucopia of trees. All right. Blessings to you all. Bye.